Good evening everyone, welcome back to the Death Ray Cat channel. I'm Nico, this is Ivy, and we're going to show you how to play Bend Over, I'll Drive. Okay, so it's another 12-bar blues. We're going to be using power chords and the palm mute technique. You know a power chord, right? You take your first finger, you put it on a fret, let's say the 5th fret in this example. You take your ring finger, you put it on the 7th fret on the string behind it, you get a power chord. You can move it around, it sounds very cool. That's what we're going to use for this song. You can beef it up with the 3rd finger, with your little finger on the 7th fret behind your ring finger. That also works. Okay, there's a bit of some surfy sounds going on. Some kind of rhythmic stuff going on in the right hand. It's played slightly different each time, that part, so we'll come to that. I'm going to have the tabs for this lesson in my Patreon, the links for that will be below. I'm also going to have a bonus lesson where I show how to play the solo. That'll be in my Patreon, and I'm going to have the backing track there as well, because I kind of made my own sketchy version of it in GarageBand. Maybe I'll do a video on how to do that as well, I don't know. As for tone, I've got the 6120 Reverend Horton Heat with TV Classics, and that's going. I'm using the bridge one. That's going into my Quilter amp, which is based on the Fender kind of sound. It's all solid state, so I can just have it on my desk and plug it in. I'm also using a fuzz pedal. I'm being very lazy. I'm using the one in GarageBand, and I've just got the tone right up, and it's not set too high. I tried to match the sound of Poison Ivy in the recording. It's not perfect, but it's as close as I'm going to get here. We're going to start with an A here, this note there. You point your finger, that's on an A. It's the 5th fret of the E string. And like I say, we're doing that power chord, so your ring finger's on the 7th fret behind it. Right hand, you're going to be going down strokes, and your palm, this meaty bit here of your palm, is going to be resting on the bridge. That's the part that connects to the strings, and it gives it that chuggy sound. See, if I lift it, it opens it up, but we want to choke it a bit. So we're going to do a 12 bar. I've done a video about 12 bar blues. You should watch that if you don't know what it is. It'll unlock loads of stuff for you. So we're going to play an A for a while. 2, 3, that was 4 bars. Then we're going to go up to a D. So we're going to use the same exact shape, but start it on a D, and we've got one here on the 5th fret of the A string. Play that for a couple of bars. Then we go back to the A for another 2 bars. Then we are going to go to an E, which would be here, the 7th fret on the A string. But instead of playing those chuggy power chords, we're playing this little surfy lick. Now, that's vaguely following the notes E to D, back to A, and then with a turnaround on the E again. So you got choices. You can try and play it exactly like in the record, or you could just continue with your power chords. That's what I would do if I was struggling with the rhythm, because the rhythm of this kind of it's kind of funny, and it's different each time. Like I say, I have tabbed it out note for note for the intro, so there you go. Next up, we've kind of got a Bigsby whammy bar kind of feature bit. So what's happening here, Poison Ivy, she's just grabbing those single root notes. So we're going to start with an A and a little kind of run up to it before a couple of frets below. So, and then using the right hand to add some flavour with the whammy bar. I like to think of it kind of, the song's about car crashes and all that kind of stuff, so it kind of sounds to me like a car engine or something going down the road, you know. And what I can hear it do sometimes is pressing down there, but also while that's happening a bit of back and forth as well, so there's like a couple of textures going on there. And then similar things on the other notes. I'm also hearing her do a bend on that A, but bring the pitch up. That's happening as well, and then we go back to the surf part. And that happens a couple of times throughout the song. I think the first time it goes to the turnaround. Sometimes it just stays and holds those big root notes. Okay, so there's your intro. Okay, the chorus is nice and simple. It's all power chords. We just need to follow the chord progression. So we're going to go up to a D, which is your 5th fret on your A string. Back to A. Then we're going to move up to a B, which is your 7th fret on the E string. And then you're going to finish with an E. I'm going for the 7th fret on the A string. So it's just 4 chords, 4 power chords all chugged out. So there you go, there's the intro, verse and chorus. There's one more little bit apart from the solo. That's kind of like a little bridge part. And it's following the 12-bar blues again, starting on the 5th fret. Then you jump up to the octave, which will be the 7th fret on the D string. Come back 2 frets to the 5th fret, then 1 more, and then we're going to go to, excuse me Ivy, I'm kind of busy here, do you mind? I know, chicken. Then we're back to the A string on the 7th fret, and then back to the E string, 5, 7, bit of a bend, and release the bend. And that transfers up to the D note, which is on the A string, back to the E, back to the A, and then it goes back to that riff. There we go. And if you're using a whammy bar a lot, your guitar might go out of tune a bit. Okay, like I say, I'm going to go over the solo in my Patreon, and the tabs will be there as well as the backing track. If you like to hang out on the YouTube, I've got plenty more Cramps videos. I've done a playlist called Riffs the Cramps taught us. I've done about 21 at this point, and I'm going to keep doing them. So see you around, thanks for watching. Here's a little bit of footage of me playing this tune with this made up band called the Cramps up at the Clooney in Newcastle last weekend.